With all those multiple challenges, when a neighboring country again does that, intervene the local domestic politics, sensitize the people to go against the whole process of state building and all this, encouraging them to secede from Somalia, and that they will recognize as an independent state if they secede from Somalia, and then threatening Somalia that they will send their military and take over. And what they are claiming is that we have an agreement with regional authorities, so and so, to build base, military base inside Somali territory. So all these are the challenges. We have a history, long-term, 600-700 years of history with our neighbor, Ethiopia. Most of this history was not a good history. We've decided to change that history. The past is past. Learn from the past, move forward, and we were open for a diplomatic dialogue, economic integration, political aid. Unfortunately, when the leaders have internal problems and they want to divert the attention of the local people to outside problems, is a very serious problem. Ethiopian leadership is diverting their internal problems to outside, so that the people will say, we will recognize this region and we will get access to the sea. There are large number of countries in the world who are landlocked, but all of them, they have access to the sea, and there are universally accepted standards how the landlocked countries access to the sea. That does not mean by annexing a country or taking territory from them or establishing a military basis inside. That's the only way we can access to the sea. This is what our neighbor is claiming, which is not very verifiable. Now, here I want to say is the world. The world, sometimes we need to differentiate between the people and difficult leaders. If we punish a country because they have bad leaders who doesn't believe the modern way, the civilized way of dealing problems, every conflict, we know that when it will end up one day. How long it takes, how many people will suffer, all this, but at the end it will end with a diplomatic solution.
Okay.
So a preventive diplomacy, why can't we strengthen globally to prevent such disasters before it happens, rather than going after it and negotiating Gaza's problem, Palestine's problem, decades and decades and decades of suffering. And I'm sure one day, I don't know whether it's going to be tomorrow or the next century, but it will end one day in a diplomatic agreement and diplomatic manner.
We certainly hope so.
We hope so, and it will. That
unfortunately,
with millions
so
of the First World War and Second World War, it all ended up with
it did.